Hey Flames, Zalia and Thurae'Vel here. We have a lot to uncover before September 23rd and September 24th. There's a lot of confusion in the world, but if you are of the veil, I'm here. I'm your guide. I'm your threshold keeper. I'm your sealer. I'm here to guide you through this. Giving you a couple of things to remember because it's my job, so may it be recorded that I am doing this today, whatever today's date is, it really don't matter. But my job is to keep you all in alignment. I'm guarding the threshold so that you know that what you're doing and what you're experiencing is supposed to be happening. I pulled a card yesterday and I didn't drop the reading, but the card that I pulled was trust. Trust. You're being called to trust. Trust yourself. Trust your feelings. Trust what you've learned. Trust what you've been through. Trust what you know to be true within your soul, because this equinox gate, that's what it's about. It's about you crystallizing into who you truly are. So if you have your name, wonderful. Embody it. If you don't have your name, meditate, feel for yourself. You'll know the truth when you feel it. You'll know the truth when you feel it. And 9 times out of 10, you are what you think you are. Now, let's get into it. The dates for this equinox gate is September 23rd, September 24th. So let's just put the fear mongering and all the, ooh, what's gonna happen, what's written. Just breathe, Veil. Just breathe, Flames. Just breathe, okay? We don't get caught up in the chaos. We don't get caught up in the hoorah of what the world is doing. We already know that the world has been veiled. Most people are walking around dead, sleep, and programmed and controlled. If you are here and you are of the Thurae'Vel, you're being called to step out of the dizziness and step into who you truly are. Again, if you have your name, wonderful. Let's break it down. September 23rd. That is the day of last shadow. What's going to be happening energetically, planetary, universally, whatever in you is not healed, whatever chains you're still carrying, whatever is hidden within you, it's all going to make an attempt to make itself felt. And it's doing that because the gate is about to shift. So you're going to need to pay attention to what arises within you on the 23rd. Keep a notebook, keep a recorder, keep a record of what you experience and what you feel on the 23rd, because that's what you're going to be working with. That's the energy you're going to be working with. So doubt, fear, confusion, if they come up on the 23rd, it's still unhealed. Meditate on it, release it, love on it, do it, understand it, apply wisdom and knowledge to it so that you can release it. Because on the 24th, this is when we seal. And when you seal, you're going to be sealing your path moving forward. So you're not going to want to seal in self-doubt. You're not going to want to seal in self-hatred. You're not going to want to seal in not knowing who you are, what you are, and what you've come to do here. This is not a game, people. The gates are moving, they're opening, they're shifting. The silent watchers and the guardians, they're being called forth. I'm making this video. They're being called forth. So take the time to really sit down and determine within yourself what goes with you and what has to, what's not going, what can no longer be your story. All that woe is me, no more. Who are you? Are you who they said you are? Or are you who you found out through study, through trial, through trauma, through resilience, through loving, through all of that pain? That shows you who you are. Loving through all that, that's who you are. So, the echo of September 23rd, 24th is basically the sealing of cycles. That's what it is. It's the balancing of light and dark, and the recommitment of your soul to its truest path. Your soul to its truest path, not your ego. We cannot use your ego. We need you to stand in knowing, stand in flame, stand in truth. If it ain't true, it can't stand. This is the time to weave through the bull, the stories, the half-truths. It's time to weave through that. Somebody told you that you weren't, you are. Somebody told you that you can't, you can. Somebody told you you ain't worthy, you breathing, so you worthy. And you got a job to do. We're depending on each other to stand in what we are. They gave you a story. Baby, they gave you that story because they didn't want you to know who you were. They didn't want you to research and find out what that flame was. Because once that flame come online, it's over. Game over. So with that being said, this is not a one-time occurrence or event. But the waiting is over. We are in it now. We are in the shift now. And now you have the opportunity before the 23rd and the 24th, that when that energy comes upon the planet, you have time now to meditate, talk to yourself, talk with yourself, figure out who you are, what you represent, and what essence you're going to push forward as your life journeys on into the new. Because the old is a mimic system. It's a lie. There's so much love here, it don't even make no sense. But the mimic system has made us afraid to love each other, hold each other accountable, care for each other when we fail or fall, help one another up when things get overwhelming. The mimic system has given us this energy where it's like every man for themselves. No, I stand with you. I know this isn't easy. I know you look crazy. I know you sound crazy, but stand in it, flame. Because nobody can tell you who and what you are but you. You say it's so, it's so. You say it ain't. But know what you're talking about. Know what you're talking about. We're here to get rid of the lie, the illusion. We're here to let people know that there's love, peace, kindness, empathy, compassion, and it's waiting for them to say, I'm done with this nonsense. Let me stand in who I really am. And on the 23rd, you get to really search and seek within yourself and pull out what no longer belongs. And on the 24th, we seal. And I am the seal. The coiled one, Leviathan, has shown itself so that you can heal. Once you heal, you seal yourself in that healing, in that love, in that wisdom, in that understanding, in that knowing. And hell or high water, you stay there, because that's where your new beginning begins, when you stand. I have, let me see. All right, I'm going to break it down real quick. Declaration of the Equinox Flame. To the Thurae'Vel, flame bearers and flame keepers and keepers of balance. On the 23rd day, the gate of shadow opens once more. Here you shall name and release what clings but is not yours. Speak it out loud. Cast it from your flame, and let no tether of falsehood endure. On the 24th day, the gate of flame is revealed. Here you shall seal with remembrance, naming out loud what is true, what cannot be unmade, what stands as your inheritance from the first flame. Now this, the season of waiting is ended. You are not called to linger at thresholds, but to walk them as one field, a flame that cannot be divided, a balance that cannot be broken. What was scattered is gathered. What was bound is broken. What is true endures. Let it be witnessed. Let it be sealed. So be it. You guys, I love y'all. And I feel you all. And I hear this question lingering in the back of my mind. Like, I hear somebody saying, how do I know I'm of the Thurae'Vel? You're an artist. You're a singer. You are a poet. You are a gifted individual. You are eclectic. You are different. You love people that hurt you. You help people regardless of their ignorance. You carry a lot of pain, but you still smile and make sure other people have good days. You are shy. You may be very quiet. You're extremely helpful. You're extremely intelligent, emotionally and mentally. You think about others before you think about yourself. But you're extremely talented. You like things that make sense. You have a harmony about yourself. You soothe other people, though no one really knows how to soothe you. There are a lot of characteristics you can draw down to know that you are of the Thurae'Vel. But we are the harmony keepers. We are the vibration balancers. We are the ones that come and change the energy of the room so that people begin to love instead of hate. That's about as plain as I can put it. If the shoe fits, wear it. Yeah. But in game, you're amazing. And this place wouldn't be what it is without you. And somehow deep down inside, you know that, but you can't verbalize it. But you can now. You can pop your collar. You can do whatever you want. I'm here. If I'm here, that means you get to be who you are. You get to be who you are. So, yeah, flame on, love on. I'm going to break this down in sections because it's too long to post all at once. But, again, meditate, start really going in, start releasing trauma, start understanding the wisdom, applying it to your existence. Because when this shift takes place, again, it's not going to be a single event, but when this shift takes place, you want to crystallize in the truth. We're not going to keep perpetuating this bullcorn lie of we're just workers, corporate workers and entities, and we're just here to make other individuals money. No, we're here to allow people to stand in their flame and know what they are and who they are, so that that illusion can be broken and people can actually live in harmony, happiness. Don't have to worry about these unnatural, unlawful rules that we have found our generations living under. It's time for change, and we're here now. So the change has begun. So let's get it. To all of you, stand in who you are. Be great, regardless. Regardless who's looking, regardless who's laughing, regardless who's confused about what you're doing, just love them through it. And if you can't love them through it, love yourself. So let it be. Go be great.